So in this video, what I want to talk about is the difference between designer scents versus niche fragrances, right? So first off, designer fragrances are your Dior's, your Chanel's, your Yves Saint Laurent's, right? Your Armani's. It's really anything that you can attribute another fashion product to, like makeup or clothing, right? And then niche fragrances are going to be houses that are specifically geared towards making perfumery, making cologne, right? So, okay, I say that, and what's the big deal? Well, designer scents are usually going to cost you way less money than niche perfumes, right? Designer scents, even if you buy them retail, are going to be at about 60 on the low end to about 100, maybe 150 if you have a high-end designer scent like a Chanel, like a Tom Ford. And if it's a new release, it's going to usually be on the high end, right? And the niche fragrance is usually going to start off at 100, on the lowest end, and then you're getting anywhere up to $500, right? Now, having said that, as opposed to comparing designer versus niche fragrances, because cologne is what they put their namesake on. Niche fragrances usually do get better reactions because they use more richer ingredients. Women usually tend to react better towards niche fragrances, and it makes sense, right? Because that's what they put their namesake on. They have to really put the time and the investment into making sure that the product is good, right? Otherwise, people won't buy. They'll just stick with designer fragrances, right? And niche fragrances are going to be like your Parfums de Marly's, Amouage, Creed, Killian, those type of houses where you know them for their colognes, right? Now, that being said, what I would say is that I would start off with getting designer fragrances, especially if you're new to, colognes and scents, and then really start to build your nose, build your palate up, see what kind of fragrance you do prefer. And then from there, you can start looking into getting these fragrances if you want to get a little bit more fancy, if you want to level up the smell, if you want something a little bit more richer, a little bit more fancy. But what I will tell you to do, or what I recommend, is that if you are going to look at getting niche fragrances, I would say get yourself either oil like this or some type of tester first, and then see whether you really like that niche fragrance. That, you test it, you spray it on your skin, you get a gauge for it. Then if you really like it and you are willing to make that investment for it, then you can go on that website and try to find it and try to get it for yourself at that point, right? But it's just one of those things that, it's just a matter of understanding what you're investing in. And then from there, you can make more informed decisions. All right, I'll catch you guys next time.